last pickup here of Puck, he's still going to be, it's a good hero, another mobile hero, kind of like last game, like the Queen of Pain, where you can get in and out of team fights. It's great for all these heroes just to silence them. And then it's still going to be on Bone 7, kind of like locking down these heroes, right? Still going to have to find ways to kind of lock Super, Ice. I just want to see how these team fights go. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, most definitely. And one last thing I'll mention for the pre-game aspects is talking about Doom real quick in 6.84. Looking at his
Doom
matches
stats.
played, he has, there are 8 games of Doom in 6.84. 8 games of Doom, one of them has been won. The hero is 1-7 on this patch. VGP were able to make it work successfully, but overall, it's a really tough one. It's a really tough hero to make work. You have to know exactly what you're doing with this hero, optimize him. I don't think Ice is just picking him up for his cool cosmetic set, although that does look pretty badass. I think we're going to be looking to see some really good stuff from the Doom. Ice, boots first on the off lane.
Ice might want to like trade items. I don't even know.
At this point, like, what are we looking at?
What do they do, dumb?
So what are we looking at for the Doom's early game progression? Does he just want a Blink Dagger to respond to situations really quickly and then look at Aghanim Scepter? If you see a Lotus Orb, do you have to pick up a Lincoln Sphere for yourself? Like, I don't know.
I kind of like Lotus Orb better in this game than Lincoln's, but it just depends on how they want to play it. Lotus Orb is more like aggressive kind of style, and then Lincoln's is, for me, more passive, where you can always reliably get your spells off, where it kind of feels like Doom is kind of like one of those heroes. Once you get Doom off, he doesn't do as much. He'll still have his Scorched Earth running at you, attacking you, and he'll still be healing up, too, at the same time, so you're not going to have that heal regen. And looking at Super, I can see why they want to remake the game. What the hell? Did he buy the wards and the courier?
I can't imagine doing so, but
He's got only a magic stick. Where does all his gold go?
No, Lion bought the courier for sure. The war, I don't know, but yeah.
Did he not come into the game or something?
We'll see. Right now we've got Tango's magic stick on the Puck, pretty minimal and pretty unfortunate. 5 Tangos is not going to be doing too much to help him out in the laning stage here. Yeah, where are the observer wards actually? I mean, they were placed out here up top, and that was placed out by Fenrir. So no, I really don't know, honestly. I think he sold. It was probably a selling mistake. He probably bought an item, like a null talisman, and then sold it after 10 seconds, and didn't get the full refund.
Yeah, that probably happened. That seems more logical. He's like, I'm going to be going mid against a Bristleback, most likely, and he's like, I kind of want to get my magic wand here.
So now he's going to be at a disadvantage here, and it's going to be fought to maybe take the lane a little bit early, thanks to the fact that he has so much more damage output. We're going to see Ice here kind of hang out in the jungle. He immediately devours a Centaur, and is now going to be putting some damage trading hits with No Tail. The Dual Breath comes out, but now the Tether going to be slowing down No Tail. He's going to take a lot of damage here.
Oh, top lane, they're going to go aggressive. Blink in. One more right click, eternal enemy, and see. Yeah, you got him. Nice chilling touch usage there.
That's the chilling touch strength. Now we're going to look back bottom. No Tail, he got blocked a little bit by these kobolds, but he is able to make his way back to the safety of the tower, losing a lot of health and mana on the process, though. So, yeah, that blink plus the chilling touch. Just no slows, no direct spells hitting the Lion, but those right clicks are just so powerful, and Lion only has the branch for HP.
Yeah, this is looking really good now for the offlane here. He's got Mango still to work with for Eternal Envy, and then the First Blood going the way of Misery, getting his boots up. This is going to be nice for them, and yeah, I think it's going to look a lot better now for Cloud9 this early game.
And No Tail going for an intentional suicide here on the neutral creeps just to get himself back to full. Like, he was lacking so much HP mana, he wanted to refresh, so he uses Unreliable Gold for TP scrolls, and then he gets himself back online. But it looks like he won't be able to contest the bottom rune spawn from FY. He's just going to go for a stacking play here, and this is an interesting direction to pull. This sometimes can backfire on you, but he does get it off. Doom doesn't block it, and that double stack could be something that resets the creep equilibrium in favor of Cloud9.
Yeah, interesting to see them kind of stack it, and he was trying to look for maybe another creep to get, but I guess you could say the ice armor early game is huge. Having this additional 8 armor on his 0 armor Doom, that's insane. And now he's going to be going for the Orb of Venom. Oh my goodness, Ice is going to be like immortal down here.
So, I want to know how well the Puck is doing. Despite the gold disadvantage to start off, he's actually found 11 last hits. I mean, generally speaking, you would probably win out the lane if you had like your full set of gold to start, you get your maybe like circlet along with the starting items that he brought, then that would have been great. But as it is, despite that error, he's still doing pretty good for himself, I think. Gets the bottle, is keeping even with last hits. It could have been a lot worse considering the item mishap that started the game off.
Yeah, I agree. And not doing too bad for himself. Just fought out, should not be going down here. Last game you were against a Quap, and this time you're against a Puck. You kind of need to get level 6 on Puck to really do anything to him, it feels like. And I think just Fato's going to have an overall better game.
So Envy right now finding 10 last hits for himself on the off lane against Hao, who has found 10. This is a pretty intense matchup, this dual lane. Do you think either side is favored, or does it come down to a bit of a wash and just based on execution?
I mean, the most they can do is get a stun off into a Hex on Eternal Envy and then get him down really low and then make him blink away. Else they have to go on Misery. And then if they go on Misery, that leaves Eternal Envy to just Shadow Strike, slow people down, and burst out a lot of damage, because once Misery puts on the Chilling Touch, as you just saw, it becomes a pain in the butt for them to really deal with.
Yep, so they're just going to back off for the duration of that, wait it out, and then I think they'll have a bit of a advantage going back the other way. They also have the pull camp available, so maybe they'll try to tap into that at the 11-second mark. For now, though, it's still going to be him just kind of hiding in smoke. This is really weird smoke to me. Trying to find this opening, trying to jump Misery. He'll find him here in the jungle, but how does Hao follow it up? He's got the Plasma Field level 1. Still going to be able to do enough here with FY's movement speed burst. It's going to be the Queen of Pain to blink out, and yeah, they do find that opening. So I guess Fenrir assumed that there was a Radiant Ward in this general area, or anywhere in this spot, so he smokes it in order to get that positioning against Misery, and the Razor is quick enough with the boots to close in and help.
Yeah, it's just one kill though. It's a good rotation, but still, bottom lane, while that was happening, Fata, they stacked it 3 times, so Fata immediately went bottom and cleared it out. That's a huge gold boost to him, and he's almost level 6. So is Super, so he has to be a little bit more careful on the Bristleback. He does have a magic wand already on him, so he will be having that to force some turnaround plays here, but still the balls. Oh, he's actually looking at FY's build. He has overcharged level 2 here
instead of Spirit, so it might be like a 1 Spirit build or a no Spirit build coming out from him. We're gonna see down bottom a lot of pressure coming in. There is one ring of Basilius, there are 2 points in the Liquid Fire, and there is that pressing attack. Now an Ice Path coming down to strike Doom pretty hard directly, but he's got the heals from FY from the Scorched Earth, and he's gonna look to hold this tower. So it will be dropping down, not into deny range, but Liquid Fire will put it just outside that threshold, and that is going to be a good spot for Cloud9 to try to siege it directly. So maybe should they rotate a 3rd hero for this, or they just go 2v2?
I mean, they have a haste rune on Puck, and he has TP. There it is, as you're saying it, and it's a huge kill. Oh, nice Ice Path, but still haste rune and then the tether.
Yeah. Gonna be going for the Dream Coil here most likely. Bone7 now locked in place, goes for the TP immediately. Nice TP. No, it's stunned from like the Centaur to prevent it, so it's gonna be Legion to get out. Envy will be dropping very low up top, but he's alive. And back over to bottom, FY is able to tether his way to the side with that Magic 6 Super, dropping down to 20 HP from that Quill Spray, but he will be able to make it out with that Haste Rune. And FY may be looking to re-engage here. He's in a pretty good position to do a quick burst of damage, but it's only level 1 Spirits, despite being a level 4 Wisp, and actually going to be Ice going down. Fox just stacking up too much damage. Super did, however, bottle up an Invis-Rune. Now a decent HP and mana pool to try to kill No Tail. 2-spell combo would only bring... Yeah, the problem is that 2-spell combo would still take 3 right clicks.
Kyle's gonna get the kill on Misery here, top lane too.
Okay, so yeah, the 2-spell combo from Puck would require 3 right clicks to kill off the Jakiro, and it just wouldn't happen. In fact, Super is actually gonna get caught out a little bit here, has no orb, and there's the duel! A huge victory for Bone7, getting the winner there. Of course, it's unfortunate they lose the Ancient Apparition at the same time, but oh my, what they've accomplished down bottom sort of extremely makes up for it.
Yeah, failing a gank with Puck haste, that's, oh my goodness, that's very crucial, and I can't believe I don't understand how that happened, but it's just really nice play coming in.
The Ice Path, that you can't follow up on the TP at all, or after the Dream Coil comes out, there's nothing to cancel TPs, so...
Yeah, and the Ice Path really separating them from the rest, and he was able to just TP after the Quill, so...
Absolutely.
Really nicely played.
And they will get the tower off of that. Legion will finish it off. Bone7 hits the last 130 damage to bring it down, and that is just a perfect way to start this game for Cloud9. They're executing well on the lanes, and it's going to be Vici Gaming that are playing catch-up here. I mean, Isis Ice is going for a Hand of Midas rush, so essentially that means that Actually, we might see some on top, but yeah. That just goes to show that there is a lot of potential for Vici Gaming in the mid to late game, but really not much at all right now.
Yeah, looking at Misery, and looking at both of the supports, is the biggest thing. Misery is going to be level 6 if they get this kill onto Fenrir, but looking at the supports as I'm talking about, level 4 and then almost level 6 on both of Cloud9 supports. This is going to be great when you have this AA Blast going to be coming out relatively soon.
Now, I actually like this build from MD, picking up the Mango here. Obviously, it's helped him a ton as far as regen in the lane, but the reason I'm talking about it now is because it allows him to go level 6 Sonic Wave. Actually, going to go Blink Sonic Wave could get the kill, but it is going to be them trying to go for a Hex play against Envy to prevent that. So Envy can't go for the dive, but still, that's almost no mana or cooldown expended to force the Razor back home. So even if they can't follow it up to shatter him, it's still a great pickup there by the Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, and I also want to talk about the value point for Fada, normally picking up the goo early on. Normally you don't see it until like 8 or 9, and yeah, just getting the Bristleback normally won't do it, but in this situation he can play really aggressive. He's against the Puck, who can't really put as much pressure on him, and then all he does is just immediately rotate. He has a bottle, he has a magic wand, he can definitely have enough sustain for the mana. That's the biggest problem when you go for the goo build. Do you have enough mana sustain to really keep on pushing out the goo and then the cool spray at the same time? So he just picked up a vitality booster. Fada's just getting out of control right now.
This is interesting. We're going to see actually a dive here from Bata with a double damage rune. Sonic Wave Scream going to bring down the line quickly. No more Ice Blast in play though. And Fata's going to just fall back here. Green Coil heading onto 2. Envy going to get silenced. Envy nuked down. Fata in a bad spot here, trying to bottle up, trying to survive, get enough distance to TP away, but it looks like there's going to be too much damage against him, and he'll go under tower, limiting the amount of AoE gold bounty they get, but still falling nevertheless. And the reason I find that rotation very odd is because No-Tail wasn't in play. He macro-fired neutral creeps. He was farming the jungle.
He's going to be going down here in the mid lane. Johnson, Silence, and
nice
Cloud9 falling apart here in this last 2 minutes.
Like, if you're gonna go for a rotation there where you go and start tower diving and going in with the Bristleback and start bringing down the tower, you want the Jakiro there too. He can follow up on those kills with an objective, and it can make that rotation worthwhile. But with No-Tail's mentality of farming in the jungle, while it's very efficient to use the macro pyre that way and use his mana pool that way, it's coming out at the time where his team wants to fight, and I feel like there was a communication problem there. Nevertheless, we'll see a couple kills go the way of Vici Gaming, but the Blink Dagger out on bo3, and he wants to use it here onto Super. Still smoked up. He's got to die for it though. He goes. He gets X'd up. Earthspike quickly. Finger of Death almost turns it around, but still bo3 will win the duel after he goes down to the Doom. Yeah, Fenrir's going to go down to the Bristleback, and now Hal going to be taking a lot of damage here, and will go down to one more hit. Ice going down to the Bristle as well. Low armor for a lot of these heroes. He's being heavily exploited by Fata, and FY is going to get picked up too. One more spell heading his way will net them the kill. They just have to blink in with Eternal Envy or just get the Scream, and that is going to be him. One hit from Death. Envy blinks, he chews on the Mango, and that tastes delicious. A Wisp kill, making it a 4 for 1.
Mango value showing there at the end. That was team went. Oh moly, they just got. I mean, they didn't have enough burst damage, as I was talking about. Immediately bursted down the Puck there at the beginning, so they were able to do it. The Finger was nice. They almost got the kill. But
yeah, they still had to do it. They had the double ulti, and the Legion Nude already got the dual win, and he's gonna get another one. Super. What is Super's HP pool right now? When he's running intelligence threats, it's not gonna be high.
It's like 700.
Yeah, 750, I'd say maybe. And this is just, it's painful losses. You have to be sitting on strength treads. You have to be sitting behind your tower when you have somebody like a Legion Commander with a blink missing off the map. I can understand the first death because they didn't know about the Blink Dagger, but now they know.
And either too.
They're just
they don't have that to fall back on as well.
I mean, the Doom does have his Midas, does have obviously maxed Devour, so he's going to be jumping up in net worth. Like, right now he's in the middle of the pack. I expect him to be like 3rd or 4th place here like 10 minutes later. But even still, Cloud9 are looking really good. Now that's the 2nd dual win, or 3rd dual win in a row, yeah. They're looking really good, especially on bo3's Legion.
That's not fair. Super's tread switch, so we can't actually see it now. But I'll keep my eyes peeled on that. Yeah, I think it's about 750-ish. But yeah, the Midas will be helping Ice catch back up into this game. I think he needs to go for a Blink next, or maybe even a BKB. You kind of need a BKB just to run at these guys. Like, You don't want to be like, the whole point of getting a BKB is you don't want to get slowed down constantly by the bristleback. You don't want to get ice path. You don't want to have this, even the overwhelming odds hitting you, just increasing the move speed, and the slow coming in from Eternal Envy with this Shadow Strike. It's just a very hard situation for Ice to be in, and he's going for Ags first, or this could be a value point booster just for the HP.
Yeah, I could see that too. I mean, mana is going to be pretty sorely needed in these fights, and he could get some value from the point booster. But yeah, it really just depends on how.
I guess Ags is good.
The problem I have with it is nobody else has a blink dagger. Right, the Lion, the Puck, and the Doom are all going to go blinks this game, but nobody's anywhere close to it. The Puck is going to get it first because he's got 730 gold and it's his next item, but that's still a very late blink, a first blink for a team. They don't really have tools of initiation, while Cloud9 have 2 or 3 heroes that can start a fight. I actually think that that's going to be a real drawback, that they can't actually just go for like a blink Centaur stomp. We are going to see a Doom attempt, but Bone7 with the quick fingers will jump out.
Yeah, and even if you doom somebody, it's going to be very hard to take anybody. Looking at Eternal Envy, he's got, when he was on Strength Treads, he's got 1300 HP. Bristleback has 1400. I mean, all these heroes are just so tanky. The only person who's sitting under 1,000 is Misery on his AA, and he has 1400 gold, and this could be a Midas game for him too.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be, or I mean, could consider the point booster too. I mean, in this position, it allows you to just tank up a lot more in the fights, and there's a decent amount of damage flying out. If you get a point booster, you're I would say you're like twice as likely to survive a fight in this position, just with that small HP boost. But whatever he gets, he's going to be securing his progression towards that Aghanim Scepter, and that's going to be key. We're going to actually see pressure down bottom, but how do they get in position for it? Do they just run in with the Trank Boots and try to go for the Hex?
I would think so. They can get the extra additional movement speed. They do have Relocate online now, and he has a double damage room, so the Wisp right click is real here.
Frozen Ammunition from the Ancient Apparition headed towards the opposition top, but Vici Gaming backing off the tower here. So it's just going to be a gradual siege from No Tail, then Max Liquid Fire pushing into this tier 2 tower, and we will see that they're just going to kind of leave it here at about 400 HP. Now, actually considering offensive approach, but in the end, 21 damage leached and not much more.
Oh, Relocate bottom lane. Misery could be in trouble here. But there's CP reaction coming in from EE. If they get a good Ice Blast, this 5 seconds on cooldown.
And they've only got a few seconds left. They will be able to bring down Misery in the meantime. And the tether's broken. He has to recharge it. Here we go. Fenrir and FY making their way out. But, I mean, they have to expend a Relocate for that. Essentially, because of the lack of blink initiation, they have to relocate, or blink locate, as I sometimes call it, try to jump in position. It's just more so when you're, like, one screen away and you just do a short-range blink. In this case, they are still using the global factor of it. But I don't think Cloud9 hate the fact that they rotated to defend. Like, normally speaking, if you rotate 2 or 3 heroes and then you can't stop the play, then you just lost out. But because they rotate so quickly into Roche, with the Viscous Nasal Goo, with the Medallion, with Liquid Fire, easy Roshan, easy Aegis, and still a momentum swing for Cloud9.
Yep. Envy's almost going to be having his level 11 along top of the Aegis, and then it's just going to be systematically for C9 just to siege down these towers. So it's all going to be a timing window for VG. When can they get their Ags? When can they get their blink on Puck? When can they get the blink on Lion too? Because I think, as you mentioned, they need double blinks. And then what is Razor building? Razor's only got a drum, so they're working with no mech on their team right now in these team fights. And I mean, Cloud9, let's be real, you just gotta run at the enemy, and honestly, they can't even stop them right now just because of their HP pools and the items they've acquired. So as you mentioned last game, Bristleback will be going for the pipe, and this is going to be amazing once he gets it online. So taking a book or a page out of Blaze's book here.
I mean, it's a different game, right? Like, I think it might be better this game than the last one. But I mean, still overall, it's a great item. And
I just want to see it be picked up more, like you're saying. I do think it's underutilized in a lot of situations.
Oh, Relocate gonna come down bottom. No Tail starting off with a great Macro Fire Ice Blast into the Sonic Wave ×2, killing off the Wisp instantly, and Super can't get out either. He'll try to jaunt away, but it's too late. Ice. Gonna be going in with the Doom here onto Envy, at least you would think, but he actually gets stunned out. No Tail will fall, and the Doom doesn't hit on Envy. The Ice Path saves Envy's Aegis, and that's just...
Yeah, I guess he's just thinking like, oh, it's got an Aegis, I might as well just not doom him so we can have it for the next team fight or something. But
it's still pretty fresh, right? It's like a 1.5 minute Aegis. I think it was hesitancy. I think he still would have gone for it if he had the chance, but the Ice Path actually punishes the hesitance.
Yeah, he was just like, oh crap, what do I do now? And then he can get dueled here. Oh, yep.
Maybe the Chilling Touch, Ice Blast, gonna drop into Shatter Threshold, and that is gonna be the kill. 44 dual damage for bo3. Really showing what this hero can do if the Relocate's unavailable. They're using Relocate offensively because of their lack of blinks, and therefore they don't have it to respond to duels, as bo3 finds opportunity after opportunity.
Top lane, static linking Fada out here, but still How taking a lot of damage. I mean, he's tickling him right now. He's still 105 damage, but still tickling the Bristleback.
So, what's the play from Vici Gaming? Do they make a move that just keep on blinks? Is there anything they can do other than just initiate the fallen? Actually, MV going in here. Fenrir gonna be dropped down, definitely to the Ice Blast at least, and Super will be able to dodge that one out. So, he's got the Dream Coil, but they're fighting 4v5 now. Quad tethering back to base. How now caught out, the Ice Path connecting into the Macro Fire, big damage, and another duel! Are you kidding me, bo3? Oh man, 58 damage up for him. MV will go down and lose the Aegis, but that only halts the high ground siege. At this point, does it? They're still going?
I mean, might as well, right? They have so much online. I just don't know how to stop them right now. They're going to have to wait for Lion, I feel, to even come back. He has a smoke, and that's their only lockdown right now. Super already wasted his Dream Coil, so this is just looking too easy right now for Cloud.
Nice deny from FY, but MV has Ags. He actually used it, had Ags before the last Sonic Wave, so he has the Sonic Wave back up. He could just kill Super right now if he goes a little bit further forward and doesn't dodge it with the phase shift. So Super has to be extremely careful here. MV is winding up, looking for his opportunity. Could easily kill FY at least, but we'll see him bottling up. Back here.
Just get the Raxes. They're just playing it safe here.
Yeah, very smart movement here. Vata, though, kind of moving forward. Has the magic wand, and he's just going to get doomed. Won't get a chance to use it. There's no bailout for Vata, it looks like. Yeah, but
he's so tanky, though. I mean...
Oh, the Sonic Wave. It's Scream coming out, killing off the parts. The Lion's out too. They barely get the defensive relocate. And we're going to see another duel. Ice getting caught out. Oh, this is not how they wanted it to go. And Bristleback will end up falling. It took a while, but he does.
He got denied, though. That's the big thing. And the Wisp is coming back in. bo3 could be in trouble here. And they have... Yes, this could be enough. EE has no mana. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. And they're going to be chasing him down. He still needs a ton. Magic wand off in 5 seconds.
Oh, he's close. It treads. He's got it now. He'll get out. So yeah, the Axe Scepter was complete on the Doom, so the Bristleback gets a really long duration Doom against him, but as you said, Envy was there to at least deny it, which is one of the biggest drawbacks of the spell. Right,
that was just an easy play, and I do love this pipe now that I'm thinking about it. Just going against this Doom, oh my gosh, that was... it had to have been on him for like 30 seconds, I felt, or something crazy, but it was on him for a long time there, and I just don't know. Like that, they're already racks down VG. They kind of need a Tide Ravage, as most people reference it to. It's just that's the only thing I can think of.
Fenrir, upgrade your hero, please. Just become the Tide Hunter. That's what we need.
With a refresher.
Exactly, that too. I mean, obviously, you can consider the Doom refresher long term, but otherwise, yeah, it's
Doom refresher is great. But look at the Super. Let's talk about Super, man. Like 21 minutes, no Blink Dagger.
Wow, still. I wouldn't blame the item start for that. I mean, obviously the fact that they couldn't remake and get his full gold hurts, but it's a couple hundred gold. He still should have had the Blink by this point, one way or another. But yeah.
Don't undervalue that Null Talisman. It's so good. No, but I do agree that he should have probably had it maybe 5 minutes ago. It's just showing the fact that he's always getting shut down 0-5 in these team fights. And, well, he will have it before the end of the game. But we'll see if he can make some big plays now. I mean, looking at Fenrir, he's so far off. There's just going to have to hope for, I think, misplays from Cloud9 in this situation.
So I think Ice was trying to posture for a Doom play down bottom where they could relocate when the Doom comes out. But seeing now that Cloud9 are moving together and he doesn't know where they are, he just goes ahead and TPs back to the Fountain to regroup, maybe go for a smoke play here. They have the Blink on the Puck. They have the Glimmer Cape on the Eye. they want to try to get a fight with these items catching their opponents off guard. So they're going to make a play down here. This Observer Ward will not see them until it's too late. And it looks like Fata is going to be the easiest pick. So they'll go in here. They will be able to break the Bristleback passive with the Doom, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Yeah, they have the Dream Coil just to get next to him, and he's going to get vision of this. He pops the plate. Ice won't even get his ultimate off. He's down for 45 seconds, and they'll just run them down. Haste Rune on Fata, allowing him to evade all of these threats, and now he just goes on to Fender. Easy kill on the Lion, and FY's not there to relocate him out. Not that it would even be worth it. Mega kill streak for Fata. Tier 2 going down. Full map dominance for Cloud9, and it just really is. They can't get the jump. Now bo3 gets the jump on FY, a perfect target, and all they need is a right clicks to bring him down. That is now 72 dual damage for bo3.
Yeah. I mean, bo3 is just laughing at all of you right now, doubting his Legion Commander, doubting his captaining skills here in this third game, putting on a clinic here, and I want to say Cloud9 looking to take this game pretty easily right now. There doesn't look like there's much defense left. Let's look on the cooldown. Still 28 seconds left on Super's Coil. Oh man, holding the base without Coil is just, it looks impossible, but we'll see what they can mount up right now. Hao just going to be on the front lines here, and
gonna be a good static link to start things off here. Ice Pad will pretty much prevent his retreat or any follow-up from his allies, so Hao can get isolated here. Doesn't get hit by the Ice Blast though, so it's gonna take a little bit more to bring him down. There's a Sonic Wave to do it, and they get the duel onto the Doom. He may have doomed Fata, but it's not gonna even net them a kill, as they've killed off too many already. That's 2 down, looking for 3. Super, what a Dream Coil. Like, at that point, that's the GG Dream Coil. We're going to see FY bounce back. He's going to glimmer away for now. The Sentry Wards aren't there, but the racks are going to be going down one way or another. Well, they'll try for it. They got some disables, but Fata's healing up. The Doom has expired, and the heals are coming through. He's got a lot of HP regen, and that press the attack will push him forward, as he's just going to zone them out. bo3 and Envy hitting the racks. Fata doing a little bit of both. They're losing the ranged barracks in mid. They're losing their melee barracks down bottom. A 4 barracks advantage, and Super goes down before the Glimmer takes effect. Oh, boy. Cloud9 really showing what they can do here.
Man, this is some impressive stuff coming out from Cloud9 from start to finish. They just look like they were on their ball game, and that just has to be a good game call. There's not much left in the tank, and really well played from Cloud9. So as you were saying before this, a top 3 finish for China is nowhere to be seen. That's just insane considering 6 teams came from China out of the 10.
Absolutely. I mean, they had the numbers advantage, but they just unfortunately couldn't execute on the level they needed to. Empire are really the China Slayers. They took down LGD, and they took down Vici Gaming, and they set up Cloud9 to follow that up, because